Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me right now is Patrick Blott. He's the chairman and CEO of Intermap Technologies. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you, IMP on the TSX and ITMSF on the OTCQB. And Intermap will be presenting at our upcoming investor conference, the Planet MicroCap Showcase Vegas, in partnership with MicroCap Club, taking place April 22 through 24, 2025 at the Paris Hotel and Casino. For more information, to meet with Patrick to see Intermap in person in Vegas, please register to attend at planetmicrocapshowcase.com. And with that, Patrick, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
Hi, everybody. Great to be with you.
All right, it's great to have you. So, this is actually our second time doing an interview together. Last one we did was back in September 2024. That's when we published it. But before we get into update and all that good stuff, can you give us that quick overview of the company?
Sure. Intermap's a geospatial intelligence company. What that means is we provide very exquisite 3D, three-dimensional terrain data for our customers covering the entire world. We're the only company out there that has a global scale 3D base map. And that base map is used to solve all kinds of data problems for insurance companies, air and navigation companies, air transport, telecommunications, military, governments, all around the world.
Very good. All right. So, like I said, we last talked, put that out September 2024. Let's get that update. What would you say are some of the company's highlights from the last 5, 6, 7 months or so?
Yeah, really importantly for us, we won a major contract in Southeast Asia, a core customer of ours with Indonesia. Indonesia is, the fourth largest by population country in the world, 17,000 islands, very complicated terrain. Intermap beat out a world competitive set to win that mandate. Large contract for us, and we're bidding follow on right now. So this is keeping us busy for the foreseeable future, years worth of work, and it's also a really important acknowledgement of the military spec quality of the data that we're producing. So that's a really important update. We've also announced, I think, since we last spoke, at least 5 U.S. military contracts. Intermap's providing really important core defense technology into a really important problem set, several problem sets. And then our commercial business, insurance, flood and fire, we're correlated with catastrophic events. And unfortunately, those things are becoming more prevalent, not less prevalent around the world. And our commercial business is really outperforming as a result.
Absolutely. So, real quick follow up when it comes to selling to military and governments and working with that. That's probably the number one thing that has come up probably in the last couple months is, how there's cut spending and, some of the country. So, how are you handling some of what you're seeing? Obviously, you sell globally, so you're not just US focused, but how are you handling some of the US contracts? You mentioned a few wins. Love to hear what your thought process there on the sales process dealing with government agencies right now.
Well, yeah, it's a great question. And we're part of the solution there, which is really exciting for us. That's why we're getting these new wins, even since this recent administration change, because we're part of automating, upgrading, and improving the latency, the speed of these critical data sets. And these critical data sets protect national security. National security is a huge priority. Sovereignty is a major force around the world right now, not just for the United States, but also Indonesia. That's why we're working there. Number one, problem set number one is national sovereignty. If you don't know your terrain, you don't know your territory, you don't have situational awareness, you can't enforce sovereignty. So we're right in the sweet spot of that trend.
Absolutely. All right. So, Patrick, to close us out then here today, from what you can tell us, what would you say are some additional value catalysts for 2025 or a couple of things that folks listening in you really want them to pay attention to?
Yeah, we're on trend in terms of we provided guidance and our reporting and performance, triple digit top line trend, which is fantastic. That's in place. We've got nothing but tailwind behind that, which is exciting. So you'll see reinforcement of those 3 key themes. We're going to upgrade what's going on with our government contracts, and seriously step up in terms of size, scale. We're going to accelerate what's going on in the commercial market, flood and fire, and you're going to continue to see execution on these defense wins, and all of those things are going to translate into pretty significant top line growth.
Very good. All right. Well, Patrick, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on Intermap?
Best place is www.intermap.com. And we've got an investor section on our site. It'll give you all kinds of shareholder information, stock information. We recently received research, our first published research that's out there, Beacon Securities. That's another good source. And so there's increasingly more information out there about us because we're catching people's attention. It's a very exciting time.
Very cool. All right. Well, with that, Patrick, thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I'll see you in Vegas.
All right. See you guys there. Take care.
Thank you.